Hey everybody, welcome back to the Movie Pod. My name's Isaac, and I am joined by my co-host Joseph. How you going tonight, mate?
I'm good, mate. Good, mate. Had a little nanny app,
Yo.
because I'm like 75,
Yo.
but no, I'm good now, hey, so,
Yo.
we rockin', we rollin', we ready!
You might be coming down with that coronavirus, eh?
Nah, if I were to be, I would be like in the stages of losing it.
Dude.
Because I started coming down Sunday morning, but I had I had a get together, and it was a party, and it was a birthday, and
No, COVID, I don't think I'm positive anymore. I had it for like a week.
I'm not just sure, I'm HIV positive. You wouldn't get that, but...
No. The worst thing about COVID was losing my taste. But we chill now, we binge chilling. Yeah, welcome back to the Movie Pod. You guys will be watching this episode when Joseph and I and some of our other mates are away on a trip. So you're watching this when, you know, we're out having fun. And you guys are living your miserable lives listening to the Movie Pod. But hey, we got a soaker next week, so that's a W. We gotta look forward to that. So
we needed, you know the guy who listens to our podcast who doesn't work with us but works with us.
Yep.
We should have invited him to come.
I know. I told him about it on Friday night, Saturday night. He said,
What a lad. He's a real one.
Yo, for sure. Today's episode, no, not Star Wars, guys. You know, surprise. It's
What?
It's not a Star Wars episode. It's a mix. It's a Marvel and DC episode. Yup, Marvel versus DC. What do we prefer? The big debate. These days, most people say Marvel. I think I know what Joseph will say. You know, Joseph's typical stupid Marvel boy. Me?
Well, no, we gotta get into this. We gotta get into this.
I know,
That's very assumatorative. I don't.
It is.
I want you to apologize right now.
I'm not apologizing. Crap. Marvel vs DC. What do we prefer? How do we start this off? I don't know. I mean, we could just look at the movies. Obviously, Marvel created the MCU. Obviously, Kevin Feige's done an amazing job with the MCU, kicking it off. And obviously, as of now, the MCU is not looking good. It's on a downfall. I don't think it will be able to get fixed. You know, it does have its moments. You know. But after Endgame, everything hasn't been that great. And then DC tried to copy the MCU strategy and made a DCEU, which was an absolute disaster. We all know what happened with DCEU. Obviously, James Gunn came in there now and he's trying to reboot it and fix it all. So I think the obvious answer with the MCU, if we're talking about MCU and DCEU, the MCU wins that any day. But we're looking at Marvel versus DC as a whole. So this includes all the Dark Knight trilogies, you know, the Elseworlds projects, the Joker movie, you know, the Batman animated series, and then for Marvel it includes everything outside the MCU. So it includes, you know, the X-Men franchise, the Tobey Spider-Mans, everything Marvel and everything DC. I'll ask you this question first. Out of your favorite DC movie and favorite Marvel movie, if you had to put your favorite DC movie up against your favorite Marvel movie, which one would you watch? So which one's your favorite out of all?
Okay. Oh.
I know this one for me. If you need time to think, I can go. But
I will get you to go first.
Okay.
But
this one for me.
Tough.
The Dark Knight's my favorite comic book movie. So putting The Dark Knight up against my favorite Marvel movie, which is Spider-Man 2002, Tobey Maguire, I would rather The Dark Knight. Easy said than that.
That's fine.
I think my favorite Marvel movie's the original Spider-Man. I think so. You know, between that or Logan, I think it would be Spider-Man. It's just got a good place in my heart. It's the original Spider-Man. Tobey is amazing in it. Spider-Man's one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. So I think, yeah, I'm pretty confident saying Spider-Man 2 is my favorite. I mean, Spider-Man 2002 is my favorite Marvel movie. And then I'm very confident saying that The Dark Knight's my favorite DC movie. But if I had to watch one or the other, The Dark Knight or Spider-Man 2002, I would watch The Dark Knight. So DC wins that one for me. It wins my overall favorite movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say, and you kind of agreed with me here. Logan would be probably my favorite Marvel, if not. Oh, it's so hard to pick.
Yeah.
Like I love Winter Soldier. I've grown out of it, to be honest. Like if you asked me 18 months ago, I would be drooling over Marvel.
Yeah.
Like, and that I feel like is a lot more easier to say. Like 18 months ago, say before Doctor Strange, before before Phase 4, anything before Phase 4 is like just. Yes, it has its ups and downs, and yes, it has its that was iffy, but I feel like since then, it's definitely been before then it's been before Phase 4, it's been okay. This isn't awful, but now it's just dropped off the face of the earth.
Definitely. Definitely.
But my favorite.
I think
I still can't tell you what my favorite DC is.
Really? For my top 3 Marvel, it's definitely Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man, Logan, and then probably Infinity War. And then my top 3 DC. Oh, that's hard. Oh no, that's easy. The Dark Knight, Joker, and then the Batman 2022. That's easy.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't know your favorite DC?
The Lego Batman. No.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. Okay, so for me, like, I'm really thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I do have it, and I know it's an L take. I know people won't like it, but it's a movie that I've watched a lot.
Yo.
It's a movie that is overhated. It's underappreciated.
Oh no. Live action or
and
animated?
Live action. I don't think I have any animateds in my top. No, I would. I don't know. I feel like it's Man of Steel.
Okay, wow, really? Man of Steel is your favorite DC?
I've watched it so many times. No, because I had it illegally downloaded on my PS3.
Okay.
I had it on a USB that was downloaded on my PS3, so I would watch that like 3 times a month.
That's a big shock to me. I really thought you would have said Dark Knight. Dang.
No, Dark Knight would probably... The Dark Knight... The Dark Knight... Although, actually, I kind of like Batman Begins.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Really?
Than The Dark Knight.
Okay, no, that's fair. I appreciate that.
I would have those at least those 3. So Dark Knight, Batman Begins, and Man of Steel in the top 3. It really varies on my day. If I'm not in a Batman mood, if I'm sick of Batman that day, and I'm like, everyone's talking about Batman, because you know what I'm like with Batman.
Yeah, I love Batman. You know,
I love the Arkham games are fantastic. Probably I would say the Arkham game story is better than Spider-Man's story, but that's only because there's 3, so he can be more fleshed out, the villains can be more fleshed out, the world can be more fleshed out. When there's 3 Spider-Man games, then will probably be arguable. The Dark Knight, the Arkham games have their problems, but like the Joker in the Arkham games is the best Joker. Don't even come at me. Kevin Costner is the Joker.
That's very...
Oh, sorry. Kevin Costner is Batman. Kevin Costner is Batman. Mark Hamill. Sorry, Kevin Conroy.
Yeah. May you rest in peace.
Is Batman? Yes, we covered it a while ago. It was very sad. Kevin Conroy is Batman. I don't care. Come at me.
I respect that. Sure.
And Mark Hamill, who I think he didn't do all 3. He didn't do all 3 because I don't think he did City.
I'm ringing
because somebody came to do City.
Right now. Who's your Joker? You say Kevin Conroy is your Batman. Who's your Joker?
Mark Hamill.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I respect it. but get ready for the ambush in the comments.
Okay. Hey, come at me. Heath Ledger, fantastic, right? Heath Ledger, I love Heath Ledger, Australian icon. Like, he is amazing, sure, but he just didn't do it for long enough.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I get.
Joaquin Phoenix, sure, you can argue it's a great take on an origin story of the Joker. Again,
Oh yeah.
it's just not my Joker.
Yeah.
It's not my arcadey, over the top, like my kind of Joker. He's a fucked up Joker. But like I don't know how to like separate the two. Do you like what I mean though? Like,
yeah, I respect
my Joker wouldn't go on a talk show kind of thing.
No,
like,
you know, I think Joaquin Phoenix.
You get what I mean?
What he did with the Joker 2019, I can't wait to see Joker 2.
It was his own. It was his own Joker, and I respect that. I respect that.
It was an origin story. It was more. It doesn't. He's not really Joker until truly the end. You know, it's more Arthur Fleck, and that's why I'm really excited for the Joker 2, because that's now Joker. You know. He's transformed into Joker, but my Joker is obviously Heath Ledger. I think Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker in The Dark Knight 2008 is a top 3 best movie performance of all time. But I respect you saying Mark's your favorite Joker. That's
well, Mark's done it for so long.
Yeah.
Like the Batman, the Brave and the Bold. So he has done it. I don't know if he did all 3 So he did do Asylum, City, and Night. He didn't do Origins, but the Joker wasn't really in Origins.
Wow.
He's done animated after animated after animated.
No, sure, he's great. I think his Joker voice is amazing. Yep, sure. But but you can't argue with me, Kevin Conroy, right? Oh, Kevin Conroy, definitely top.
You agreeing with me? Is Batman?
He's honestly, you know, we have all these different Batman actors in live action. They're all, you know, we got Christian Bale, amazing. Kevin Conroy did do live action. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Did he?
He was in one episode of the CW show where they went to another universe, I've told you, and then Superman went bad and like crippled him, and so
that's crazy.
It's Kevin Conroy like in like a mech suit, in like an exosuit because he's all fucked up, and he's Batman, but he's just hiding away in Wayne Manor.
I definitely can say Kevin Conroy is my Batman as well. You know, we have these amazing live action Batmans, but we have so many of them, so it's really hard to pick when Kevin Conroy is consistent with it. You know, the amount of Batmans we've had, it's crazy, and I don't think I could pick a favorite live action Batman. And Kevin Conroy is just consistent with it. So, well, what's consistent with it? So, you know, I respect that one. With Mark Hamill Joker though, I think he just he either is 3rd or 4th. I can't. Top 2. Really? Top 2.
Who's your
first? Is Heath. 2nd is Jack Nicholson.
Sure.
Jack Nicholson's just the OG.
Okay. No, I get behind Heath. That Heath is fine.
I can't get behind Jack. I just really look at Jack Nicholson's performance as a Joker, and that's like the start. You know, I feel like without his performance, we wouldn't have anything. We wouldn't have the Joker performances we get now. And I just feel like he started the Joker, but I genuinely think he did a very good job. And I don't know why, but I got a soft spot for his performance as Joker. I think it's very good in Batman Begins. Not Batman Begins. Sure. Michael Keaton's Batman 1989.
Sure.
Yeah. And then 3rd, it's Mark. Yeah, maybe. I don't think I can say Joaquin Phoenix yet. Maybe after the Joker 2. I just don't think I can say him yet, just because he played more of the Joker before he was the Joker. Obviously, Arthur Fleck. Then maybe Batman 2, Robert Pattinson's the guy who's playing the Joker. We saw like a 5-second glimpse of him in the Batman 2022, but obviously I haven't got enough for him. He does look like a very corrupt Joker for what we saw in that quick scene. So honestly, definitely It's definitely Jared Leto's Joker, bro, from the DCA, yo. For sure, right?
Jared Leto.
For sure, right?
Jared Leto.
For sure,
The
right?
GOAT.
For sure,
The
right?
GOAT.
Oh my god, that's embarrassing.
So, but this is kind of where we're going to start debating, I feel. Like, okay,
Yeah.
on the Joker, Heath, it's between Heath, again, it's between Heath and Mark. I just think Mark's done it longer. I feel like if...
No, that's fair. I respect that, honestly. That's fine.
I was never big on Jack Nicholson's. I feel like I feel like that Batman was carried by Michael. I think Michael was so iconic as Batman, and I think you could have thrown anybody in there, and he would have been fantastic.
I don't know.
But Jack Nicholson, I also rate Jack Nicholson very highly. Don't get me wrong, Jack Nicholson is amazing.
Yeah,
but
So yeah. Well, how do we get onto the conversation of debating Joker and Batman actors?
I don't know.
Yep. So wait, you were trying to figure out your favorite DC movie? Man of Steel. Is how we.
Yeah, I would. That's my 3. Man of Steel, in no particular order.
Okay.
Okay. Man of Steel, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
Dark Knight.
Okay, I think this is going to be the way we.
I always do that.
What we prefer, Marvel or DC. For me, I prefer DC characters more than Marvel characters.
Okay.
But
I will agree with you here, but I will explain why Marvel has been more successful because of it. It is because DC, I agree, DC have better characters. DC have better written characters most of the time.
Marvel have more fleshed out characters, though.
Yes, Marvel use their characters more.
Yes, yeah.
This is my problem where I reiterate it with Batman is DC have so much potential, but they do Batman movies once a decade.
Yeah.
I can. So like Batman. They.
Not yet.
No,
maybe because you're that little bit older than me.
Okay. Yeah, like watch the TV shows. I've played DS games. I've played. Like, have you played the Arkham games?
I started I don't know which one I started one of them on Xbox. But I didn't.
Yeah. So, like, just being open to a lot more Batman content has kind of. I want other content. Like, I think that's why I got so attached to the CW stuff when it first came out, because it wasn't Batman. I was also like a 15-year-old, so and like superheroes on TV, and I don't have to go to the movies for it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I grew out of it.
Okay.
But
okay.
I think DC really need to use other characters. Like, yeah, they have such good characters, and this is what I mean. What has better animation? What has better animated TV? It's DC, right?
DC, right? Yeah.
It's DC. But why? We have the Justice League. We have the Young Justice League. We have the Batman: The Brave and Beyond. We have whatever else.
I just feel like the
Flash movies.
TV, animated TV.
Yeah.
I feel like Marvel lacks with that. Marvel's what you got the Spectacular Spider-Man animation.
That's my point. Okay, Spider-Man, they have the Avengers, but that stuff was coming out after as competition for DC. DC were doing it first.
DC's definitely got better animated TV stuff.
But why? See, in my mind, it's because they explore their characters.
Yeah, with thinking of Marvel animated TV, all I can think of is the What If series and the Spectacular Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah,
like that's
they had their like young, like their Avengers stuff.
I don't.
That was like super like animated, like it was like cartoon. It wasn't animated; it was cartoon.
I don't think I've ever watched that.
They had another Avengers. There's another Avengers movie. I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was called, but it was an Avengers movie, and Avengers show. Sorry, and it was great. It was fantastic. I loved it, but
I don't know.
It was just the Justice League, but of the Avengers, it was just that kind of thing. But again, the Justice League just did it better.
I think DC's better with the animated TV stuff, just because.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly. I agree.
For me, because I know more of it and I've watched more of it.
Yeah.
Just honestly, I really think Marvel lack with TV animated stuff. Like they don't really produce any of it in that way.
Yeah, they haven't because they can't compete.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm getting at. Where if DC were to do what they've done with their animated TV shows and turn that stuff kind of into movies,
Yep.
it would just be better.
Yep.
Because I don't know, like DC characters are so much more fleshed out.
Yep.
Well, the comic books, DC comic books.
Oh, DC Comics
are so much better.
I've always said this: DC Comics over Marvel Comics. It kind of hurts saying just because Stan Lee's obviously the foundation of Marvel Comics, but I really the only good Marvel comics. I can't say the only good ones because the only Marvel comics I've read is Spider-Man comics, and God was I like 6 years old then.
You got Spider-Man comics, the Infinity Saga, which was great for its time.
I'm sure.
You got Old Man Logan.
Yeah, you've got
which is fantastic.
I just haven't read them.
Yeah.
Same goes with DC.
That's fine.
DC Comics, but I think just it's for me the big thing is DC characters over Marvel characters for me. But
I agree.
The way
DC as a company haven't utilized their characters like Marvel has utilized theirs.
Yeah, no,
that's my problem.
MCU over DCEU any day. DCEU is a total mess, and God, am I praying James Gunn is able to reboot it properly and make an incredible DCU. I have faith in him, a lot of faith in him. But that Superman Legacy film 2025 is, if that's bad, the DCU will fail. So that movie has to be that movie has to be perfect. It does. But to come to our conclusion on Marvel versus DC, what do we prefer? I think the best way of doing this, because this is hard. The best way of doing this, I think we're gonna have to put our 3 favorite movies from both franchises up against each other, and just do elimination and whatever movie's left. So our favorite DC movie versus our favorite Marvel movie. What do we like better? Get rid of the other one. Then our second favorite Marvels versus second favorite DC.
And so how are we going to do this though? Because we do one of each and then we agree on one. Kind of like what we did for
You have your opinion. I will have my opinion.
But we got to come to an agreement of sorts. So that's what I'm saying. Do we do one of each? So we both say. So we both say The Dark Knight. Then I have Man of Steel, and then you have, say, the Joker.
My top 3 DC.
Yeah, what's your top 3
films? The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight, The Joker, The Batman, 2022, and then top 3 Marvel. Top 3 Marvel: Spider-Man 2002, Logan, Infinity War.
Okay, that's fair.
I think so. I think that's it. I think.
Okay. Mine? What are even mine?
Okay, I think. Okay. I just think we need our own opinion on this because this is going to be very hard to come to an agreement. So I'll have my Marvel vs DC. I'll have my opinion on what I prefer, and then you'll have your opinion on what you prefer.
Sure.
I think we might. I don't know if we'll end up being the same. Okay, so my third favorite DC movie, The Batman 2022, starring Robert Pattinson as Batman. My third favorite Marvel movie, Infinity War. We all know Infinity War 2018, masterpiece. Out of those two, it goes to Infinity War. I just don't think the Batman...
Really?
Yep, I don't think the Batman 2022...
I did not expect that.
...well enough yet. I love it and all. Yeah, I honestly think it's... I can't believe they made that good of a Batman movie in 2022. Infinity War over the Batman 2022, definitely. I think that's an easy one for me.
I did not see that coming.
Really? Yeah. So
I thought you were gonna...
Currently for me, Marvel are in the lead, 1-0. Do you want to do your third, or do you want me to go second and then first? And then
I'll do my third. But to be honest, off the top of my head, we'll go with Batman Begins for my third.
Yo. Versus what? What Marvel movie? It's difficult, eh?
See, I feel like I'm missing something. Hey, like I'm flicking through my brain. I know my top two would be also Infinity War and Logan.
Right.
But what's my third? And I don't want to be basic, so to be honest,
Spider-Man,
the original three
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Mans aren't in my top
Oh,
top five.
Wow, okay.
Maybe one's in my top five.
Any Captain America, Iron Man,
Oh, Winter Soldier.
Deadpool, Winter Soldier. Okay.
Winter Soldier. You're not a big fan of Winter Soldier, are you?
I think it's okay. I think this is bad. I think the first event, Captain America, the first event is better.
No, that's just wrong. But
Yeah,
okay.
I know you're gonna say that.
So what did I say? Batman Begins.
Batman Begins
Over Winter Soldier.
Batman Begins over Winter Soldier.
It's actually harder than. Okay, we'll go through it. So I think Batman Begins' plots. I don't know if Batman Begins' plot's better. Ra's al Ghul. Him training to be Batman. That's all. It's origin story-esque. It's great, but I think the action, the sequencing in Winter Soldier is so much better. Like the fight scenes. If you watch back some of the fight scenes in Winter Soldier, it's some of the best fight scenes in Marvel, hands down. No, I gotta go. Okay, thinking of it, I gotta go to Winter Soldier. I was actually like leaning towards Batman Begins. Like that's why I was saying it's hard. I'm like, fuck, I want to pick Batman Begins. But thinking back on it, Winter Soldier just as a movie, the soundtrack, like this, I'd say Batman has a better set piece. But the costuming in Winter Soldier, yeah, the fight scenes, just the action in general, the importance of it, and I feel like it's just a bigger world that Winter Soldier's been set in.
Yeah. No, that's
benefits it. If it wasn't a bigger world, I feel like it would struggle. But I was actually like 60-40 Batman Begins before I started talking, and now I'm like, okay, I gotta give it to Winter Soldier.
Okay, no fair. So 1-0 to Marvel for you, 1-0 to Marvel for me. Okay, this one.
That you still threw me off. I'm not gonna lie, you threw me with that.
This one. Joker versus Logan. Both are rated. Both are rated from the franchises. That's
Okay. Look at you.
What do you think I'm gonna pick? Logan or Joker? If I pick Logan, Marvel wins for me, and it will mean I prefer Marvel. But I think Logan's a fantastic movie. It is great. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, best performance by him yet in that movie. But seeing a origin story for the Joker was incredible. Seeing how the Joker became this psychopathic imbecile, I think they did that perfectly. Todd Phillips, who was director and writer, amazing direction in that movie. And then Joaquin Phoenix.
One's an origin story and one's a finale.
Yeah.
One's the ending of a story.
Yeah. And then the other is the start. Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix deserves that Oscar he won. And yeah, this looks like playing the Joker gets you an Oscar. Heath Ledger got an Oscar for the Joker. What is happening?
Yeah.
It keeps freezing. Hold up. Heath Ledger won an Oscar for the Joker. Joaquin Phoenix won an Oscar for the Joker. But yeah, no, it's the Joker over Logan for me. Definitely. I think that's not an easy one for me. I think it's 70-30.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joker over Logan for sure. So it's 1-1. 1 to DC, 1 to Marvel for me. Alright, now you're 2. Your second.
What is my second? So, Man of Steel would be my second.
Okay.
Probably. I don't know. Again, this is what I mean. It depends on my day.
I wanted to say
this. It depends. It changes.
So, Man of Steel, obviously, your favorite Superman movie, right?
Superman movie, yeah, because
wow,
there's not a lot of them.
My favorite, there's not a lot. Mine's definitely the original Superman. Easy by far.
That's fair.
I don't want to get into a big debate on this, but Man of Steel's it's mid. That's the best I can say. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. It's not a standout superhero film for me, comic book movie for me. top.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was just in a weird headspace when I said that. I don't know. Maybe like.
I was very.
But then again, throw more movies at throw more. Oh, no, I got my replacement for it. I was thinking about this, but I don't think, to be honest, I don't know if you haven't watched it.
What?
I don't think you've watched it.
What?
Suicide Squad 2022.
James Gunn's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. No, that's...
What do you give it? I saw it, and I'm like, it's actually up there. I love the Peacemaker show.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I think it's
pretty good.
It's good. It's too James Gunny, which is really like scary saying that since he's
weird to say.
DC right now. So every DC project going forward is under James Gunn, which kind of scares me because James Gunn, great, sure, but the Suicide Squad obviously better than the first Suicide Squad.
What are you talking about?
Oh no, yeah. I want to see what I gave it on Letterboxd originally.
I do still love Man of Steel. I think it's, again, I've watched it like a lot.
So what, Man of Steel is out of your top 3?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I can respect you. I don't know. Second. Okay, fine. The Suicide Squad, putting it as your second favorite.
Really, this is my point. Like, okay, if it was TV shows, I think I'd be fine. If it was all of DC, I would be fine.
Okay, I gave it.
But we agree that DC wins on TV. We agree that DC wins on games. So we kind of have to argue movies here.
Yep. I gave the Suicide Squad a 3.5. I liked it. I think it's definitely like top 3 best DCEU movies, but that's not hard to be in the top 3 because they're shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Nah, it's alright. It's just very James Gunnified, which is funny saying that because, well.
But okay, like outside of the Joker, outside of the Dark Knight, outside of the 80s movies, what other big movies can you name? Like big DC movies that you can name? Sure, you can name some of the animated stuff, but
okay, so
like the Lego Batman movie.
Don't get angry.
No.
Do you know what my
if you said The Flash?
The Flash. The Flash.
Is that what you're about to say?
Yes. The Flash is the best DCEU movie.
No, I would rather watch Aquaman. I'd rather watch Wonder Woman, original Wonder Woman.
I haven't seen every DCEU film, right? I've seen 9 of them out of like there's 13 or something, right? My ranking goes The Flash, Zack Snyder's Justice League, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, Man of Steel, Aquaman, Birds of Prey, Black Adam, Shazam, Wonder Woman.
Oh, Shazam's pretty good.
Nah.
It would still aren't there. But do you see what I mean? Like, it's hard to pick. But no, actually, I have a friend who loves 2021 Suicide. 2020. Is it 2022?
It makes my top 3 favorites.
He loves it, and we watched it, and he just explained everything because he's like a movie nut. He's watched I think.
Yeah.
He should come on. Because he has the weirdest takes. But he's watched 2,000 movies. Like, I'll send you his letterbox one day. And we'll check it out, and you can just bully him.
Yo.
But no, he loves it, and we watched it, and he picked it apart, and I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. So I would put that, but then against my Marvel, what was my Marvels? So Logan and Infinity War. Logan's my favorite. So Suicide Squad over Infinity War.
There's no way.
Again, it's so James Gunny, so you have to be in the right mood to watch it. You can't just.
Which is why I'm really worried about the DCU.
No, see, James Gunn is James Gunn. He makes movies the way he wants to make movies, but he's not gonna force every movie to be like that.
I don't know. I don't.
No, well, he's the head of it. He's not a director of a movie. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. But Suicide Squad or Infinity War? Yeah,
I have to go Infinity War, but Suicide Squad realistically, on its day, depending on my mood, I could watch Suicide Squad and just laugh so much.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Idris Elba, John Cena, Margot Robbie, I forget the other guy's name. The Polka Dot Man. Like they're all fantastic. They just like because it's such a small cast,
Sure.
but they're so big name, like such big names, and they just play their parts just perfectly, just to a T.
Sure.
Infinity War is Infinity War. It's probably one of the best comic book movies ever. And it will be iconic forever.
Yep.
It has
So
top 3 best villains.
wins
Marvel's one,
for
but
you. Yeah. Okay, then that's fair.
actually, Marvel will take all 3. I can't take anything off Logan, to be honest.
What's your favorite DC movie? The Dark Knight.
I'd have to say so.
Freaking good. Because that's the best DC movie by far.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, this is the problem with DC is when you think of your favorite DC movies, you have an option to pick from about 4.
Yeah.
3 to 4.
Yeah.
When you pick of your favorite Marvel movie,
Yeah.
you have about 20.
Which is why I think Marvel has the upper hand here. They've got so many more movies. They've been making movies longer.
But we agree that DC have games, have comics, and have animated TV shows. But they're
okay. Well,
they have animated TV shows.
Okay, so Marvel wins for you.
They
for
have
all
TV.
3. Marvel wins for you for all
Yep.
3. Okay. So
The only
right
thing
now,
Marvel has though
right
is
now,
is movies.
Right now, it's 1-1 for me. 1 to DC, 1 to Marvel. Right now, it's The Dark Knight versus Spider-Man 2002.
Sure.
And I've happily saying I knew I would say this before we started recording. I do prefer DC over Marvel. I do.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
I think Marvel has more better movies, but that's because they have more movies.
Yeah.
But I think the DC movies that are good are really, really good. The DC Marvels that are shit are really, really shit. But the Marvel movies that are good are really good, right? But then you got a ton that are just mid, and then you got a ton that are shit, just because I got so many. And so many movies of Marvel movies are forced. Typically the MCU movies. But no, DC wins for me.
I'm sure if you made it as a percentile, so say there's X amount of DC movies. We know there's going to be more Marvel movies, but if you say that, if you calculate it all up, and I guarantee you that Marvel will have a higher percentage of successful movies or good movies than DC does.
Definitely, yeah.
Like as a percentile, because you can't do it. You can't give Marvel.
Yeah.
Like you can't add all those movies up, but as a percentile, so from if you rate all of them out of 5, and there's say 50 of them.
Now this is obviously objective. It's what we prefer. Joseph prefers these Marvel.
Subjective.
I prefer DC. It's not a fact. Like the fact, if you did that percentage thing, it probably goes to Marvel. But I just really
for movies alone.
Yeah, I really love just the DC characters more, and they just resonate better with me. You know, my top 3 favorite comic book characters, two are DC, one's Joker, one's Marvel, being the Batman, Joker, and then Spider-Man. So it goes to DC for me. But yeah, this was a long episode. I did not want it to be this long. It was 40 minutes. I wanted this episode to be 15 minutes, but hey, welcome to the movie pod. That's what happens. We just go off and talk. So if you're new here, expect that. So if you like that kind of stuff, give us a like, give us a subscribe. And yeah, Joseph, you prefer Marvel, I prefer DC. Let us know what you guys prefer. But you got anything that you want to say?
No, I don't know. I need more movies from DC. I feel like DC can easily overtake it. They've Marvel's. There's a very big discrepancy between it, and I feel like people rate them against each other so easily when they're just not the same thing. Like, it's hard to explain, but Marvel is so much more superhero-y than DC is.
Yeah, for sure.
DC is full of vigilantes and more of those kinds of stories, whereas I feel like Marvel is superheroes.
Yep.
It's your pure good guy. It's your Spider-Man's, it's your Iron Man's, it's your Captain America's. And yes, DC have that, but DC just feels grittier. Maybe that's just because, again, they've just been covered by the shadow of Gotham for the last 20 years.
Definitely.
And a little bit of light.
For sure.
But Marvel
know,
superheroes, DC just feel
Yeah,
less.
sure.
And I don't know. I feel like it's too hard to rate them properly.
Yeah. Anyway, I prefer DC, you Marvel. We're gonna get it out of here. Let us know what you guys prefer, and we'll see you in the next episode of the Movie Pod. Until next time, my name's Isaac, joined by Joseph. Alrighty. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.